So I had this guy I ran into, and he was talking about what he was going through. And actually, I just ran into him twice again, and he was talking about his life and how he's trying to change. And he just got off of heroin, and he went to jail for a while, and this, that, and the other thing, and now he's trying to do something different with his life. And the reason I'm talking about this fella is because we started also getting into 2012 and a state of consciousness with that. But one of the points I wanted to bring up is that he seems every time he was doing something, every time that he tried to do something positive, he would take a step forward and take 3 steps back. And one of the ideas of switching perception is switching your outlook on things. And anything that you do, writing a book, practicing the martial arts, doing anything of that, takes a great deal of recognizing where you are and the changes that have to be implemented that you didn't recognize before. Before, it was easy for him to exist in his lifestyle because he was able to, like, if he wanted money, he just went out and mugged somebody for it, or he would rob a house, or he wouldn't think about all the things that would be, all the people he was hurting and everything that was being damaged because of it. All he would see is what he needed and what he wanted. And now, that he's trying to make changes in his life, he's seeing all these obstacles. So he was saying that he just has this bad luck. And what I was talking to him about was, well, it's not really bad luck. It's just now you're noticing things that you didn't notice before. And now if you focus too much on those things, then you end up like a rubber band. Like you stretch yourself out, and then if the rubber band doesn't snap, you end up going back to where you were before and using different events or different things in your life as an excuse. This is the way that I am, this is the way what's going to happen to me, blah, blah, blah. Before, he didn't take on the challenges that had to be taken on to make a difference in his life. And that's the important part. We don't recognize the challenges that we have to take on in our lives to really make differences. We don't want to. We make excuses for who we are or the way we are, and we're not really ready to take on those challenges or those switch of perceptions or the different levels of consciousness, whatever they may be. I always talk about when my students ask me about, martial arts as an example, and they say, oh, my time, this, that, and the other thing, and I say, well, you need to practice discipline. And people think discipline is going someplace. It's easy to have discipline if you're in a controlled environment, like if you join the Army. You have discipline there because you're not going anywhere. So people misconstrue that as discipline. But, I always say discipline means never convenient. Throughout my career as a martial artist and everything else that I do, it wasn't because life was just placed it on you, that you had to practice discipline and change of perception to really achieve what it is that you wanted to achieve. The problem with people that are involved with violence or in that type of lifestyle is that when they do try to make that change, it seems that everything's always coming against them. That's what I call a destructive path or a stagnant chi. And they're just not recognizing the steps that they have to take to change. But now they are recognizing the steps that they have to take to change. It's just that they never saw it before. So he goes to me, well, 2012 is coming, and it's just going to be the end of the world anyway. And that's probably Zach calling now. So we'll get back to you.